traffic is so quiet right now. We're gonna try and take care of that. Hopefully we'll do that today. That is the plan. It'd be nice to kind of be able to switch it. Leave it like this when I'm driving through my neighborhood. And then as soon as I get out on the real roads, turn on the aftermarket exhaust. Because rolling around in the neighborhood on the Ducati and the Harley, so kind of loud. Neutral. So easy. God damn. The Ducati. I mean, I had it for, you know, a season, and I don't know. I could just never get it into neutral easily. One of those things, it seems small when you get the bike. You're like, ah, whatever, I can live with that. But it kind of pisses you off every day you ride. Now, you know, I got all my gear on, and that wind feels just perfect. And it's sunny too. Makes it beautiful. Yeah, I could totally see why, if people were touring, they could dig a windscreen, windshield. Once you get to like 80 miles an hour, it's really, you know, it's just loud in your fucking helmet. This is a good Arai, you know, Corsair X or whatever. It's a great helmet as far as noise goes, but yeah, man, that's loud as shit. I wonder how the microphone does with that. You know, if I do speed, which I try not to do excessively ever, especially in the city, but if I am going a little quicker than is recommended, or I should say required, frankly, I give a lot more lead room, you know, a lot more following distance. Yeah, I mean, if there's something in the middle of the road, like, a lot of cars will kind of drive right over it, you know, because their tires go on either side of it, and I just want to see them swerve, because they don't, and I won't expect anything, and all of a sudden there's, you know, a chunk of a tire, like, chunk of like a pallet of wood. One of those wood pallets, man. I was on one of the other highways here in St. Louis, and there was one just chilling in the fucking 44 in the middle of the highway, and I had enough time to see it and kind of jump in front of someone in their lane. I mean, I had really no choice. I goosed the fucking throttle and just jumped in their lane, and it was fine. But that would have sucked. I mean, I don't see how I possibly wouldn't have gone down if I'd hit that. And I was going, you know, 65 or 70 miles an hour. It's a highway. It's in the city, but it's a highway. All right. So I got my GPS, which is freaking sweet. Like, it's cool because you just push left, right, or you can zoom in and zoom out with that wheel. It's kind of cool. Obviously, it's touchscreen as well. I mean, you could, yeah, it gives you your tire, PSI, and everything, because it's all connected to the computer inside the bike. How about time to destination? And I ordered the exhaust. It's gonna be here. God, that thing. Once I clean that up, it's gonna look a lot nicer. Those mirrors will be the next thing after that. Yeah, work in progress. And that's fine. I just spent plenty of money. I get a 10% discount on everything right now because I just bought a bike, so that's kind of cool. Alright. I really wanted this Schuberth helmet that I didn't need, so I managed to get out of there without purchasing it, something I'm not so great at all the time. What else? Oh, it's a climb jacket that I wanted that I managed to get out of there without buying. It does get up to speed fast without, you know, just twisting the shit out of the throttle. It's friendly. It wants to get up fast, and it wants to do it seemingly effortlessly. You know, the Ducati just really kind of let you know it was working. Like, we're going crazy down here. You're hauling ass now. But this, no, man. It's just like, yeah, let's do it. Laid back. And the Harley, of course, you know, even if it's just this speed, 75, I think, going here, it'll fucking make some noise, man. It's just like rattling, going kind of bananas. Shit, okay. It'll go from 75 to 90 and with no effort. Watch that. You know, the horn on this thing, that's actually one of those little surprising things that you kind of love. Just like the keyless ignition. Just like, the horn's actually loud. You know, on my Harley and my Ducati, both those loud ass bikes, the horn's just like meep. And this thing's fucking like a car. Like, I pushed it, it made me jump a little bit because it's just because I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, the mirrors are not doing anything for me, man. And the Rizoma ones, they show real low, which isn't gonna work at all because you sit up so high. These mirrors have to be really high, or get some bar ends like I had before, and those worked. But I don't know. I feel like I'd be sitting way above them and I have to really look down to see them. I'm gonna get on the forums and see if what people have to say about some good aftermarket ones. There are, you know, Puig makes some. They make more for this bike than I think any other manufacturer does, other than Wunderlich or whatever. The only thing, the only thing that's sucked about it is that, you know, with that Ducati monster, or with a Harley, pretty much, then this goes. It's not the same with Harleys. You just find tons of parts for those. This bike, it's not very hard to find them. So I guess you can listen to, you know, you can connect your phone to this via Bluetooth, and then you can have take calls if you have a headset in here. You know, you can listen to music, whatever. I've never been one to listen to music on a bike. It seems, I don't know. I just haven't felt the need to, honestly. Well, this guy's having a good time. Rocking that Oldsmobile Bravado. Dude, this guy's straight thugging it up. You know, that is one thing about living in the city of St. Louis versus the suburbs, is sometimes these wannabe pretend thugs are actually for real dangerous motherfuckers. So you might want to think twice before you say something fucking ridiculous to them, because they might just be desperate or not give a shit. Who knows? Either way, you know what, man? The guy's got his windows down. He's enjoying his music. It's a nice day. Go for it, dude. What the fuck, yo? What the fuck is the problem? This shit ain't that confusing. Holy crap, man. My oh my. I think I'll stroll down Grand. I wish you could use that quick between first and second. I mean, I guess you can use a quick shifter. It's chunky, real chunky. It feels like you're not supposed to do it. And they told me that they wouldn't use it in between the first two gears, and I wouldn't either. You know, you gotta watch your speed in the city too, because then people see how far, even though they do see you on your bike, they see how far back you are, and they're like, oh, I've got time before this guy gets here. Well, if you're going 60 miles an hour in a 35, they're gonna misjudge how long it's gonna take before you get there, and that's your fault, man. That is your fault. Like, people should not pull out in front of motorcycles. Obviously, it's how most accidents seem to occur. Oh, fuck. Sorry, Bravado. I'm stealing on you. I don't know why he's not going, man. It's a fucking ambulance, I don't see. There's not a no turn on red there. God damn, this bike is slick, dude. I can't wait to get an exhaust on here. Oh. Oh. Quick shifter. You're the best thing in the world. So it says my fuel range, and this is after I had a quick jaunt on the interstate with a full tank, is 176 miles. That's really good. Now that, I'm sure, is on the highway. No way I would get that here in the city. But still, that's plenty, dude. Like, if you can go 176 miles without needing to stop to give your ass and legs a little stretch, man. Although I could see it on this bike, I have to say. I can see it. Ooh, maybe I should. Actually, yeah, I'm going home. I'm gonna get the grill going and get some burgers happening. Yeah. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, pretty great. It's pretty great.